Hi, this is Charmaine Ironside, the Diet Dropout Guru, and today I want to ask you, are you tired of going through the ups and downs of weight loss and weight gain? Maybe it's through diet regimes you're doing, or exercise routines, or cleanses. Are you just kind of getting a bit tired of the up and down and not being able to find a solution that helps you get to a healthy weight and stay there? Well, if you are, you're not alone. I think most people out there are struggling in some way, shape, or form to live their best lives in their best body. And today, I just want to share the number one thing that you can change right now. You don't have to go work out, you don't have to change what you're eating. There's one change that you can make that's going to make a massive difference in your success. So who am I? Why should you listen to me? Well, I've been in the nutrition, weight loss, fitness industry for 8 years as a personal trainer and a nutritionist, and I've helped hundreds, going on thousands of people drop weight, live in their best bodies without dieting, because I'm super against dieting. And not only have I helped a lot of other people, but I've been able to transform my own body. So just about 2 years ago, this was me, and I printed it off my computer to show you, because I was 50 pounds heavier than I am today. And I was out of breath walking up the stairs, my knees hurt, my back hurt, everything I owned was tight. I was buying a whole new wardrobe of fat clothes, and I was just so frustrated. And this came a couple years ago, so I had already tried a million diets, and I was tired of dieting, and I knew that I had to figure out how to get results that would last. So one of the biggest discoveries for me was that I was approaching my journey to weight loss in the wrong way. I was approaching it in a negative way. I would look at my body and I would just tell myself how disgusting I was. Disgusting arms, no muscle tone. I would talk about my disgusting belly, my thighs. I hated my thighs. That was probably my number one thing. I would say to myself, you're disgusting, Charmaine, your thighs are fat, you're not gonna get this right. And I had such a negative mindset about my body. Now, yes, some people think if you're mean enough to yourself and you criticize yourself enough, that will drive you to change. And yes, that might work for a little while. But it's actually proven that a negative motivation such as, I hate my triceps, I hate my gross belly, I hate my thighs, won't motivate you long term. So the shift that I started to make as I did a lot of personal development work was I started to find small things I liked about myself. Now, this was really hard at first, because I really did not like my body. So have you ever felt like that? It's like, wow, there's nothing I can say that's nice to my body. And if you have, you're not alone. I think most women especially are super hard on ourselves. But I started by literally just saying, I would look in the mirror and I would tell myself something nice. I like your eyes. Charmaine, you have pretty eyes. If I couldn't think of anything physical, I would talk about maybe something that I liked about the way I am. So I like that I'm able to make people feel welcome in my presence, okay? So that's your thing I want you to do today. After this video ends, look at yourself in the mirror and pick one thing you like, maybe even love, or maybe you just don't hate it, but something. You need a glimmer of positivity, because that's what's going to motivate you on your journey. If all you're saying is critical, mean things, I promise you, 100%, you are going to be stuck where you are. You might make small steps forward, but you're always going to end up back where you were, because a negative motivation is incompatible with long-term positive results. It just plain is. I promise you that. So this is the biggest. You might be like, oh gosh, just give me a meal plan, or like tell me about your exercise regime. That's the success plan. But no, because I worked out at this time. I was exercising regularly here. But I was sabotaging myself with food because I didn't love myself. So if you can figure out how to like yourself first, and eventually you'll get to the point where you love yourself, you're going to finally have success. I can promise you that. But you can't be negative and hope to eventually one day wake up loving yourself. It does not work that way. You can't scratch and claw and deprive yourself to your dream body and expect that you're just going to be happy and everything's going to be perfect once you get there. And I know this because I've done fitness competitions where I've dropped 30 pounds in like 3 months, and I've been up on stage at my lowest weight and my strongest body, and I still didn't like myself, and I was still criticizing myself. And now I've found a healthy, happy weight, and I'm nice to myself. I talk to myself like I would my best friend, or I talk to myself like I would my 2-year-old daughter, because I do not want her to grow up seeing a mom who criticizes herself constantly. And you know, my mom, rest in peace, she's passed away, but I loved her and love her, and I know her spirit's around, but she was really hard on her body. And even when she lived in this beautiful, perfect body, she was still criticizing herself. So all this to say, the biggest thing you can change today, it's not going to eat healthier, it's not going to exercise, it's deciding that you are worthy of love right now in this moment. You are enough. You don't need to strive and change to be enough. You are perfect the way you are now, and yes, you might want a better version of yourself, but you've got to start from a place of positivity. No matter how woo-woo this sounds to you, I would really recommend taking me on faith on this one, because it has been the game changer. It's helped me go and drop 50 pounds and keep it off. Now it's been over a year since I've been able to keep the weight off, and this is coming from a chronic dieter who used to start a diet, end a diet, up and down, my weight fluctuated hundreds of pounds in my life, between 125 pounds and 200 pounds in my adult life. And so I'm finally now living in my best body, and it's because a great person told me that a negative motivation is incompatible with a positive result. And that's Deepak Chopra, if you maybe heard that quote by Deepak Chopra. But believe me, start with something that you like about yourself today. Look at yourself in the mirror a couple times a day and just say something you appreciate, because this body just wants to be your best friend, but you are probably not letting it. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I have lots of great content coming out regularly. I'm so passionate about helping you live your best life in your best body. And if you can start from a place of liking or loving something about yourself, you are going to take off on this journey. So hope that was helpful. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll talk to you soon.